Can I ask you a crypto question? It's actually the
Yes,
same
go
question I
ahead.
think I asked Warren Buffett, which was, you know, there are a lot of folks who are skeptical about crypto.
Yes.
And
always
Bitcoin
been.
in particular.
Always been.
Always been.
From 0 to 62,000.
Right. But the question is,
65,000.
you know, you talk about it being a tumor and sort of self-immolating on itself
Yes.
at some point. What would be the tipping point that would do that? Because we're now, this started in 2000 and what was it?
Like 2011, maybe?
Yes.
2010? Or
And-
maybe
I think even before that, 2009, maybe. I wanted to go back and say.
It started after the crisis.
After the crisis, so 2009, I think it was 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Anyway, so here we are now, call it 13, 14 years in.
Yes.
This is a very long
but think about it. It's
speculation
not-
if this is that,
Yes,
right?
yes.
I'm not.
But let's look at crypto. Is it being used for real transactions? No. It is a cult.
In parts of the world it is, Nassim. Where the unbanked
okay,
or people in very high, where they make money and inflation is 30 to
Okay, so
40%, and they have a cell phone and they're able to own something that doesn't depreciate immediately?
Well, it did exactly the opposite of its mission as inflation hedge because it collapsed when inflation
Collapsed to 30,000, but people were negative at $10.
But you can look at any stocks that reached $100 has started at $1 or $2. So
And a lot of those
when
collapsed.
you look at things, you don't look at the past. You look at the drawdown you can experience if you own it when it's already mature. So the one, it's not an inflation hedge. Two, the thing is, it may be good for transaction, for petty transaction, small amount of money, but it's not good for real money laundering because it's very traceable. And three, it is pretty much the first time in the history of the world we have had a cult, cult coupled with a financial instrument.
What do you make of BlackRock now trying to pursue with an ETF? You have Citadel. You have a number of Wall Street players who, by the way, for a very long time actually were very negative, skeptical, just like you.
Yes. I started positive on Bitcoin because I was disappointed with the Federal Reserve policy. But then I realized that you're going from Caribbean to Scylla. In other words, from something bad to something vastly worse. At least with Federal Reserve, we have transparency, we know what's going on, we can influence it. There's a system. But with crypto, tend to concentrate among big players, and it is how can I explain it? It's distracting, and effectively, what has happened thanks to crypto is we're going to have Fed now rolling out next month. We're going to have. The central banks are focusing on making transaction both easier and faster for individuals and corporations.